bounces through the end
Niners
zone
take
for a
over
touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Back to work after throwing the pin. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Division holding up there on Travis. Goes to the right offense here.
It's 2nd down.
Ready to throw it. Sideline throw is complete to Pearson. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
It can sound like a broken record when they talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Jennings. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down, 30 to throw. It's going to come by his back, McCaffrey. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Moving
play.
quickly, trying to get
2nd
set.
and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play just loose, incomplete.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey.
One intended for Christian McCaffrey. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Purdy. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stops short of the 1st.
It's a
Goes to the hurry up here.
but it brings up 4th down.
Purdy trying on 4th down. Short pass brought in. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on
You gonna
down.
quit now, bro?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The shotgun, a give to Vidal. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. It's like a yard short, gain
He's
9.
tackled at the 40-yard
While
line.
that run may not
10
move
yards
the
on
chains,
the
Kate,
pickup.
that is such a
It's
confidence
2nd and
builder.
inches.
It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
From the pistol, it's Herbert.
Ooh.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The 49ers got to consider for a return on the interception. They're going to take over inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, coaches just love to have Herbert right there instantly. As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that.
Complete to
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
brings up 2nd and a yard at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
The 49ers making a one-score game before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage?
The 49ers
That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a
Quiet.
field. To do that and adapt in
Quiet.
time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Here he is, Davis, to return it. This will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30.
Return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own
LA bringing
30-yard
the
line.
offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Setting up the running back screen. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core.
10 yards
Football is
on
the
the pickup.
ultimate team sport.
It's second
And a well-run
and
screen
inches
like that
at
is
the
the
40-yard
ultimate team
line.
play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain.
29.
And that's going to be good for an
And the
LA first down.
Chargers, first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. McConkey's got it again. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
A gain of 26 more yards.
Gotta move them chains.
That's
Build
another
momentum. Keep that
Chargers
defense on
first
its
down.
heels.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. It's Herbert once more. Bails out of the pocket quick. For a touchdown. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Justin Herbert with the touchdown.
Craig, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
That one splits the uprights.
49ers 6.
And the Chargers lead by 15 now.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Thank you. Go to your back, buddy.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
Go to the back, buddy. It's already 9 o'clock, bud.
And he got all in
The
that one
Niners
out
take
of the
over
back of the
1st
end
and
zone
10.
for
What?
a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That's incomplete left side.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Very imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
One of the tight ends motions right. Off the play fake. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Going the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
To Ricky Pearsall.
I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. Motioning one of the tight ends. They're going to go. It's Purdy. He finds him beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A gain of 7.
Before halftime, we get a
First
timeout
down,
ticket.
49ers.
And just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. completes with just 2 seconds remaining. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact.
Oh, this is getting up the early. Intercepted again. Picked up. Cam Hart. And the Chargers watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half.
Set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 24-yard dash, and it gives them the first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's the handout. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down behind the
And
line
it's
of
not just some
scrimmage.
quarterbacks, Brock, here who got out short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it. Because you got to line up, buckle up that chin-strap, and try and knock them backwards.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 19
It's a gain of
yards.
19 on the
And
play.
the Chargers.
And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He was taken down behind
These
the
edge
line of
defenders
scrimmage.
in the league today,
It's a
Kate,
loss
they've
of
got
a
so
yard.
much
Brings
on their
up
list to
2nd
do.
and 11.
A huge
At the
to-do
Niners'
list. They got to get to the
35-yard
passer, they got to set
line.
an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
He cuts to the right, runs over the field. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Allen. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
GG's. Yes, sir. Nothing like I like seeing people just quit. They're garbage. They're garbage. The Chargers are garbage. How? Put that on. That sucks. Babe! Babe!
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in
That's going
Inglewood,
to. I need you
California.
to pick up the kids on Monday, okay?
We have a good one for you.
I'm going to the Charger game with Austin. We got tickets for free. The guy who gave him the tickets for this game gave him the tickets for Monday. Yeah.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And up we go from SoFi.
But I gotta drive him.
Darius Davis
In my car.
He
has a big ass truck.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's see what we running here, boys. Oh, you know what? Let me put some guys in. Alright, we are good. We are good. Alright, let's go. Good luck, bro. Good luck.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. First carry here for the rookie from UNC. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time.
First and 10
Brought his
at the
best out the very
43-yard
first
line.
carry and's got us off and running.
Going to the ground again on first. You can do it on the outside. No gain on the run. It's going to bring up second down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Eyes time, rolling right. Not enough on this throw. Hits the turf instead of his man. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be third and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover on the first series of this game.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10.
Quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
His first offering of the game lines up incomplete.
Intended for
Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. So it'll be second down.
brings up second and 10.
Bill Rupp from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. He's got his guys in the red zone before someone can force him out.
A gain of 12.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. They take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown,
The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space,
Jason
took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaching.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open and drop. Pollard was way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Again, it's Hampton. He's pushed straight ahead. That's maybe a yard at most. And Williams applying the hit there.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
On
3rd
third and
down
2.
and 2.
Off is back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They try to put their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on
Seattle
downs.
getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Milrow. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Second down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Make it running quick there. They bring him to the 2. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Off the play fake. Milrow. To the left. He's got Arroyo. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's the end of one here. Our score, 6-0. We're back to SoFi right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. And they are passing on the field goal attempt. They're going for this on 4th down. Trying for it with Milrow. All their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. Throwing on first is Herbert. Buying some time right. Right side into the hands of Allen. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Herbert from the gun. Defender lines right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Oronde Gadsden the second.
3rd down.
And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Herbert back to throw. Pitch made left side by McConkey. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that monthly contracts. You couldn't do it.
6 yards on the play and an up for a first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back to Hampton. Running in the red zone. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They get an even 10 on that play.
10 yards.
And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
In the red zone on first. Lewis caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 6-yard
Snap,
line.
they'll throw. He rolls to his right. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers tie it in the final minute of the half.
Touchdown, Chargers.
But Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll drive up the middle. And when he can't shake the defense, they track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Surprising that he wasn't out there to break the tie with a point after, as he gets out there now to kick this off. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. It's got room to run. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First
He set it down for him and starts at the 38. First down throw here from Milrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Charger, 19, Charger. 19, Charger.
On the gun, Milrow. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Intended for Rashid Shaheed.
Points to the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening. And what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And he gets stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Milrow to throw on 4th. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on
For
downs.
Rashid Shaheed.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Herbert on 1st down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on, come on.
Now an inside give to Walker. And He reaches midfield and starts sliding into Chargers territory. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first and 3. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. The thrower, here's Milrow. This is Cook. That's Cook. He hits the 25-yard line before he is sent out. So 20 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Now they send them back in motion right. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And his first down bounds after picking up that 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That plays up 2nd and 2.
60 Vikings, 60
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Throwing the out, complete. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Complete to number
Now
38.
Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout.
1st and goal.
And they still have one in their
7-yard
pocket
line.
for what's left of this half. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
18, press up,
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. Myers to add the PAT. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Seahawks 13, Chargers 6. Jason Myers to kick off for
Here's
Seattle.
Myers now to handle the kickoff. So no return this time.
The
Let's see if
Chargers
they run a
take over
play
first
or if
and
they just
10
decide to kneel out the
at
half.
their own 20-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
set.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a gift right up the middle. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. And whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
And the Chargers.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
This is cut downfield by Allen. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
Cameron Dicker
Out to the Chargers now to attempt this field goal.
A
44 yards here from the left half. Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Takes the hand off, now to throw. Completed to his running back. Rolling into enemy territory. Down the left sideline he goes. And there's not going to be a score. And he's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Walker running to the right. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 10-yard line.
19, 3. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Bill Rupp from the gun. He's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks with the lead coming out of
Touchdown,
halftime.
Seattle.
Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was a great design and a tremendous execution.
He made a lot of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt.
19. Chargers 9. Jason Myers to
Here's
kick off
Myers
for
now to handle
Seattle.
the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Justin Herbert sacked
Offensive
by
line
Boye
fast.
Mafe. A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Chased out to his right. He aims it out down the sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Herbert here, third and long. And by Gasson. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
Chargers.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Set. Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Run, 59, 59. Set.
To throw, Herbert. Headed out right. Now he takes it. Herbert wants the football. And the Seahawks have it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life that distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback. You got enough to reach that goal line. You darn right he did. He could sense it. He won.
No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers first down.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to put him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, Herbert. Complete here to Hinton. Still going at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20.
It's a
Wow,
gain
they
of
get a big old 32
yards
out of that play, as
That's
well as a new
another
set of downs.
Chargers first
That
down.
last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Shotgun again to Hampton. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
He
Offense in a
was
hurry
brought
up
down
here.
by Kobe Bryant. A 7-yard pickup brings up
Herbert from the
2nd
gun.
and 3 on the Seahawks 13-yard line.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
Chargers.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Jim Harbaugh sticking with his offense. They're going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he's out clear. He's at midfield. 30. Hits the 20. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back.
29.
So the decision to go for 2 does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You
The
say
Seahawks
jog,
take over
I say a
first and
sprint
10
to glory.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Rob flat. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
It's a gain of 4.
We'll see what they come up with for
third
third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Seahawks have the football. Up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter.
Ready?
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Let's go now. Bronco 80, 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught. Here's a roll. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 37 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
And the Seahawks
Now they'll hit the
first
line
down.
just outside the red zone following that big play. Walker on 1st down. Giving 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Walker on 2nd. Defender gets to him around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Connect. Cowboy 80. Go.
On the gun, Milrow. And he's got it in the end zone for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they
Jason
drive forward to
Myers
what
for
right
the
now
extra
looks like
point.
it should be a win, Brock. He sure is. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. Catches it out loud. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He spins right by him. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Brought down
Offense
at
up to the line
30-yard
fast.
line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Free play
second
here. Let's see what he
and
does.
7.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Looking right. Airs it out down the sideline. It's incomplete, but good awareness. They saw him jump, shot it deep. Now we're going to get this call. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. That's him on a quick hitter. Moving into enemy territory. At the 20. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions.
Touchdown,
I think
Chargers.
he'll take his highlights, however. He can get him on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage. Big time.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point
They're going to
conversion.
throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work
The score
out.
is Seahawks 37, Chargers 21.
Down 2 scores, and with 2 timeouts
Cameron
left, this
Dicker, the
onside
kickoff
recovery
for
is
the
a
Chargers.
must-get for them. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to
The
recover
onside
that
kick
kick.
recovered by
Well,
Seattle.
kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now. When you don't come up with that inside kick.
Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
At the Chargers' 44-yard line.
60 average. 60 ready.
Here's Milrow to throw. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and they bring up third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys can take some notes and how to stay in position. And most importantly, slap that pass away.
Couldn't manage even a yard on that one, so now it's 4th down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
In by the way, on the right side.
Complete to
They stun this
Elijah
defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down too.
First down,
It's the
Seahawks.
2-minute warning here in L.A. Seahawks leading by 16. So first and 10 now from the 30. Go play action here. It's Milrow. Buying some time left. Now here he goes. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
No run. First gives is that Chapman. That second down run is only going to manage a yard. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to
It's
go.
a gain of a yard.
We're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Throwing here, Milrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. They want to go their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
He's got Smith-Njigba for the catch. And he gets the Seahawks first down, Brock. And that should finish off this win for him.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Toss play. This is Walker. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on first down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. And another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Ready.
It's Walker on the option. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got third down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Milrow hangs on to it. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads hits picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Buffalo 18.
Romo to throw on 4. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And it was a...
Shut up, Lola. Shut up, Harry, you too. Damn.
Last time I fucking go to that Ross.
Why?
Too expensive.
Is there a cheap Ross?
Rosses tend to be cheap. So, the good thing is though, I didn't realize that the Target here closes fucking late. All the Targets in Cleveland are usually closed by like 9. So that worked out in my favor. I ended up getting a shirt instead. I already did my work. I mean that rain.
You're going on a run still?
Hells no.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the L.A. Chargers.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and
good luck, bro.
Underway here at SoFi. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And these guys will get the football right here at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. There goes a loss of a yard. He gains first play. Second down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Hurts.
That's sacked by Khalil
12
Mack.
yards. And it's 3rd down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. The defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
That was a good-ass punt.
And said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own
Over to the
34-yard
Chargers
line.
now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Lamb McConkey. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
the give. It's Vidal. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Sets up fourth down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
I tried to do a powerful kick and it went back to halfway.
And they usually have it taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look out, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And maybe brought to 6 to shy of 4 yards the game, and it'll bring up a third down.
What?
They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Oh, yeah.
Hurts. Will try and do this himself.
No way he caught that.
Oh, my God. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it.
I tried to step in front of it, but it didn't let me.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I hit the hole by
And gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. It's a gain of 7.
Nice run here early on, and then took a great play call.
and then the audio is too fucking loud.
Because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's able to move this right down to the 16-yard line.
I committed to the fucking
Picking up the first on a gain of 15. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to...
Touchdown. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Makes the score Eagles 7.
Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I gotta do it. You trying to go to bed right now?
Nah.
Okay.
I've been working all day, so I'm gonna relax on my phone for a minute.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I need to tell you, but I started having calls at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah, I got up and you had both your laptops out, remember? Is it 2 laptops or is it just
That's one laptop and a portable monitor.
2 screens? Oh, okay.
And I only went into the office to use an extra monitor so I can have 3.
Yeah, I have 3 out. I work too. Dude, I only got 6 yards. Wow.
But yeah, I'm almost done with work for the year, and I just get to relax.
Nice. You gonna ready up? My buddy got tickets for the game, so we're going Monday night. Chargers, Eagles.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
You know what would be exciting?
Herbert changing things up.
Chargers versus Browns.
The what?
Chargers versus Browns.
Browns suck, bro.
Exactly.
This is Amari Hampton.
It was the only time I was a Chargers fan when I was in Cleveland last year.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Like, they're so bad. Yeah, they're like, the Browns are like problematic. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah?
Like, because they live in downtown next to the Brown Stadium.
Yeah.
Every fucking single home game there was a fight. And I can fucking hear it because where I live, right across the street was the courthouse and the studio. And you can just know that shit hit the fan and all the fucking police would like take off running towards the Brown Stadium. Like, not even when they shot up the courthouse while I was running, did they have like the type of response versus like the games.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, because the games, one fight starts and then it just all trickles. Especially when you got 60,000 fans.
When Oregon Ballin thing, second night, microwave said I think everybody, and it was fucking hectic. Like, they literally fucking shut down like the main roadways leaving like the stadium, so they think they're at the Brown Stadium. And it was pretty bad.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take
Is that
over
the
first
digital
and
or
10
the CD?
at their own 30-yard line.
That's one of the things they regret not buying before the price went up for them.
This drive here beginning.
They're down again.
Motivated groups.
I'm thinking about getting next one. I literally lost myself the game for it. It was like
Last time on the field.
the Digimon game. Only because there's like a pre-order bonus for it, and I'm like, if I get myself a PlayStation, I want to have a pre-order bonus for it.
Specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No way.
Nothing but green grass here.
No way.
Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. 67 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
On the extra point.
Makes the score.
Makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. To the 37, gaining 9.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. Good vision as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7
at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. It's inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's
36 yards.
Chargers first down.
On first down, it's Hampton. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Carter on the tackle.
No gain on the play that time. It sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Now Herbert, third and goal. He'll try and do this himself. Herbert comes in mark 3. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
It gives some credit to the defense. They forced the big play. Now the ball free from him, but it's a Cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. He's at the 45 already.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That one downfield for Dodson. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dodson, 55 yards. And the Eagles want to extend their lead in the final minute of
Makes
the
the score Eagles 21.
Elliott
What?
Jordan with a PAT. And it's
Jake
now
Elliott to
21
kick
to
off
7.
for Philadelphia.
Is he dead? Yeah, he has Alzheimer's. But is he dead?
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to 24.
The Chargers
drive about to get going.
There's
Down 2
there's
scores.
studies.
You wonder if they might try and put
The
something
only- well, the
together,
only
even
way
if it's just to get into field
they
goal
can
range.
check for Alzheimer's like who is
Set up the screen. It's complete.
5 doing the playing back.
The screen and it's second down.
to Kamani
The
Vidal.
Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
It's now
As the
second
clock will
and
stop
6.
with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Herbert.
No way. How did your linebacker keep up with
But it's going to lead into third down.
Brings up third down.
As his old brain
and 6
remembers, when I
yards
see
to go.
5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts.
It's a
Zone
gain of
penalty
3
covers
He'll
coverage
talk it
too,
over. We
brother.
step
And the
aside.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What do you mean one-man team?
Now it's Herbert. Now a run off the RPO. He'll keep it. Gary's running to complete. Touchdown. Oronde Gadsden as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Cameron
Dicker
Dicker
down
for
attack on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Eagles 21. Chargers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
So
Chargers.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run the clock. Now a timeout signal for them. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 40-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Running again with Barkley on second down. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. First down carry for Barkley. 20.
God
And he's in for the touchdown.
damn it. Bro, all I had to do was make that fucking tackle, bro.
And they extend
I
their
should have,
lead
every time I
push
blitzed,
it into
every
the
time.
lockers. What a way to finish.
Every time I
Tremendous
blitzed.
way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Because they convert it.
Well, no, then Derwin James got blocked.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
The
Philadelphia.
Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but it hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here. Trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, you're so lucky. You're so
Trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
Well, that was
Marking down at the
Hampton,
49.
It's a gain of 33. And the Chargers first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The RPO will keep it himself.
Oh.
Dangerous pass, and it's intercepted.
I didn't think you were going to be able to fucking catch that. He was
Tough
wide
one there.
open.
First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive
Bro,
coordinator? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead and really pay off.
177 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The center receiver in motion to the right.
I left him wide open. I got trailed with fucking Saquon. No, I took the wrong guy.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly and add on to their lead.
The score
Good on the
is
extra
31.
point. And a lead now to 3
14.
touchdowns at 21. Now after the
Jake Elliott
touchdown,
to kick
here's
off for
Elliott on to kick it
Philadelphia.
away.
You are a fan.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the
First
return.
and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the Chargers first
Bro,
down.
Dylan is fucking audible already.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. Getting this one all the way down
We're
on
catching
inside the
141
20.
yards.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the
Now
18-yard
Herbert going to
line.
change the look. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one finds McConkey. They'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And they'll come up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Herbert back to the air.
15-yard line.
goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Hold on to that.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert.
God.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley.
Bro.
His way through. Inside the 20. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 72 yards.
Walk in the mass.
These guys were able to push that lead out a bit further.
Bro, that's wild.
Elliott good with his PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
I thought for sure it would be right there.
The kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so.
Did you see the game earlier? I played or now?
For that not to happen again.
Kamani Vidal.
They don't want to get
No,
to fourth down
against
opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done
49ers,
within
bro.
the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination.
I had like 200 rushing yards with Kamani Vidal.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Huh?
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Yeah.
third and 1.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that'll come
So,
back in.
I just need to fucking
Makes
stop
the
the run.
score Eagles 42. Chargers
So if I
21.
blitz, it's over.
Cameron Dicker to kick
Here's
off
Dicker
for the
now as he'll
Chargers.
send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that
I
success.
said I was ready for that run. You fucking threw it.
And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Eagles.
Out of the shotgun.
Bro, how do you get so fucking a hole like
It's going to
that?
turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Bro, that hole is so ridiculous, bro. Like,
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
who needs to fucking,
Back now at SoFi Stadium
who's,
in
who
Inglewood.
needs to fucking throw the
It's
ball
the
in
Eagles
there?
in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final
Okay,
quarter.
no more blitzes.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. It's Barkley on the counter. Nice little jump.
I pitched the touchdown. Bounced right off him.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, he's on fire. But I swear Derwin James was like,
Scores now here in this fourth
Makes the
quarter.
score Eagles 49.
Elliott good on the
Chargers
extra point.
21.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
no, they didn't pick a play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
Now after
Philadelphia.
the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it
Want
away.
to? Alright, after this.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good
Darius
starting
Davis
field position.
Alright. Alright, let's see. Who wants to play one more? I know how I'm going to beat him. Bro, how are the fucking, how are the Kansas City still fucking ranked so high, bro? See how I'm gonna be? Yeah. Sure am, buddy. It's one way to beat you. Bro, I didn't know you guys were ranked 90. I'm ranked 81.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside
They're not
Lincoln
ranked
Financial
40.
Field. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Eagles' Jake Elliott has it all teed up, and we're off from the city of brotherly love.
I put random on.
This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
All right, let's see the defense.
All right, let's
How
get
come I
this
don't
one on
have
the
that
road, Brock.
fucking
It is
play?
1st and 10.
The defense.
Here was Saquon Barkley. He slams in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jahan Campbell, another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
Eagles,
Brings
buddy.
up second
Last
and
run
9.
only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. It's caught by A.J. Brown. We'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard mark.
10 yards.
An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 47
To throw,
yard line.
Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. He'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Devontae Smith.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and a yard. The Eagles 45 yard
Barkley trying this up the gut. He's got his guys
we
into
tried
the
to
red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That fucking Chris
I love these
out of
inside
the
runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now that partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is to win it.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
I feel like your DBs too play way closer than my guys. I do press and then they get fucking burned.
Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Bottom him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the Downs reset.
Like cutting it back, bro. That's wild. His speed is fucking wild. Yeah. Like the cutback, wow.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Bro,
I think he stopped on a dime to
turns
throw it
into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
He's got it too close. Touchdown.
He's always wide open. Always.
The Eagles finish off their opening drive.
Oh, you should have told me.
Dallas Goedert the touchdown.
Hate when that shit happens.
So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. Listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the target's going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big tight end.
Yeah, babe?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to
What?
send her away.
Your phone was charging, but yes, I will charge it.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown.
I'll see you in the morning, okay? Or, no, mommy's going to take you to school in the morning. Oh, he put me on step bounds. So,
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Prescribed it. I got to see if it gets
Play
filled
fake, it's Hurts.
penalty. But I have one shot left.
19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
But he told me that.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
I don't have to do
Scripting
it.
for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage too until some resistance has got to finally appear.
He's running with it. Allow him to send him right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
Because, like, yeah, if you're not, you don't know, so I've been eating,
on the play.
like, you know, you go at 10:30, sometimes I'm not even hungry.
A gain of 14. And an Eagle 1st down.
Hurts now from the gun. Flush shot out to his left. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
More discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Hurts yet again. He's caught. He's got ground. it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a 40-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
Your red zone on first. It's Saquon Barkley. He's out of bounds, running around the 10. That's enough to make this first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. It'll be a quality gain on the run. That also brings us to the end of this quarter. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Yeah.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
He's probably not going to close it. He's so serious.
Shipley now to return.
This
Team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Close getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Let's start this one out with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He was brought down at the 20.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants it for you now.
Completed left side to Smith. He's going to be brought down here at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Saquon. He reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
So much to like about that running kid, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
On second down, here's Barkley. And his short game gets them when he set it down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kids, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First and 10 now from the 46. Hurts to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Let's try it again on second down. This time, rolling right. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Nearly went the other way, but only an incompletion on second down. Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another third and long. To the air on third and long. Forced that to his right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's Hurts once again. It's complete to Guns.
No way.
That's out of bounds, a little bit shy of the marker, so they're going to turn this one over on down.
16 yards.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst-case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. By the time the sideline saved him and his team.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up with a second after cutting into the lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, Tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with. And when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw.
No way.
But still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts looking to throw. That's his back. Here's Barkley.
Bro, no way. Get down.
He has this down to the 34.
Oh, like,
Goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I think one of my favorite
bro, that is
adjectives,
so
I don't know
easy.
why,
That's
it just
wild.
sounds good off the
That's
lips.
so
It's
wild.
shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dudes shredding the defense just like that.
Bro, they might have switched to the Jackson instead.
Lead at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That was a pick.
Taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
It's a gain of a
2nd
yard.
and goal from the 9 here.
2nd and goal.
Hurts. On the move, headed right. And they get to him as he trying to make something happen. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
That dude is so fucking fast, bro.
Third and long for him here. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Elliott on now to attempt the point after.
Two.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off
Elliott's
for
all set for the
Philadelphia.
kickoff. Shipley now to return.
Will Shipley on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own
Philadelphia
21-yard line.
settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Chased out to his right. Jumped off to his running back. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player being out. This time he's on the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the
No
line.
gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Hurts.
What?
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles set the big return onto that pick. Look at this. They've got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Sets up 1st down.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. And go with Barkley on the counter. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
King, Phil King. Phil.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for A.J.
He's looking for A.J. Brown there.
Incomplete.
And now it'll be third and
Brings up
goal.
third and goal.
Here he goes, third and long. Buying some time right. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kay, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score 40 and a half.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Hurts on first down. They shot a shot block, but they couldn't connect. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up third down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Hurts. He puts juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Okay, this quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. We'll go to the sidelines. You're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Begins his return at the 16. All right, so they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
Take over first and 10 at their own
One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. Escapes the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The fucking defensive lineman is fucking fast, man.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the
Was it
kickoff.
Little that was chasing me?
Shipley now to return. He's brought down what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And they try to power it forward and get a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left for some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go to Barkley again. It's in ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Completes beyond offer. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Working quickly here.
That's good for Eagles. First down.
First and 10. It's Hurts. Short pass Bryant. And he's going to get this up Here's
lot of
brought
them.
down.
To number 88.
Offense in the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Buys time, rolling right. Completes this one to Granson. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, to some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Hurts throwing again. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it. Still has some space inside the 35. There he goes again. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. 38 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This time
So
they've
that
got
guy's down from-
another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Brought down back
The
at
presence of those tight
14-yard
ends works
line.
both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8 out or 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That's another quick hitter. He's brought down a little short. No, so they do give him the 10-yard line.
26, Saquon
Looking
Barkley.
quickly here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On the gun, on 3rd down. Hurts. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And he's brought down inside the 29 on a mental effort.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own
Offense into the
19-yard
shotgun
line.
set as they line this up. 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts the throw. He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Runs in the middle. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 26.
Gain of 26
And that's good for an
yards.
Eagles first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A gift to Barkley. Rolling the grind into a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schler, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more later in the game.
It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line.
On the play.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. The charge in the traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out
Oh,
short.
shit. I thought you had already scored a touchdown.
Go for broke call right there. Had that one saved up for a specific spot, and it fell just short of getting him the touchdown.
Barkley gonna try to smash his way in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles go up by
I thought
2
you were going for
scores,
2. I was like,
13
what is this guy
points to
doing?
4.
Throw the point after.
Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Eagles 17.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Shipley now to return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Will Shipley on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And the carry only makes one on the punch up the
Stuff
middle.
that little, bro.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful with just running always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46.
That's good.
How about 29 yards on that play, Parker, as they get the chains reset.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down throwing from Hurts. He throws a bullet to the side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
63.
Pressure coming. It's Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant.
I blitz.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making a 3-score game in the 4th. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
38. Eagles 17.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Shipley now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Buckley on the shotgun handoff. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards.
13 yards.
And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. It's his running back. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
27 yards. That's another Eagles
On first down, Hurts.
Bro.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
And eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
Got 100.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out.
What?
Air it out on 3rd. Here's Barkley.
No, but I haven't really ran after that.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as
I don't know
they
what
got to
play
in the
you
old
fucking
days.
do.
When you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that.
Oh, fuck, it's 4th and 5?
Some money will follow.
Be the first and more. And he is into the end zone. Philadelphia
He just
touchdown.
runs fucking 30 yards.
The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Saquon Barkley, the
That was 4th
touchdown.
and 5.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Eagles 24.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's set up to throw it. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Okay, cover much better than that. Really well covered on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. You're going to pass it here.
Oh,
Made the throw as he was getting hit.
throws.
And it's
90
incomplete.
is the fast one.
Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with third and long. No throw, third and long.
But I was just wide
Smith
open.
has it. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
It's a gain of
So a
20.
new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Eagles, first down.
Barkley with the pistol again. And the power play of the gun results in 2 yards. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Barkley. This one really moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. The Eagles into the nickel, third down coming. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll mark him down there to the dime. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10.
They'll play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one.
I thought you were going to throw a
Smart move there.
fucking
You saw the
touchdown.
field. It's going to be second down. Hurts setting up to throw. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have likely locked up the
I
win
think
right
if
there.
you played with a different team and I played with the Eagles, I would beat you.
His second scoring catch of the game.
Bro,
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
no, yeah. We're not doing that tonight.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Jake
I have one
Elliott
more
to
trick
kick
on
off
my
for Philadelphia.
No.
Shipley now to return.
But I'm going to try to score it. Oh, I don't
Lost
have
further before
no
going out.
timeout.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he just swats this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Okay, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Headed out right. Trying to push deep downfield. That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third and long for him here. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it.
Is that your first sack of the game?
Against them as they hurry up to the line.
It's fourth down.
Damn it. I don't know.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Forced back to his right. Hits him on the
Bro,
outside. And he dragged him down.
It, like,
just
took me to the
in time.
sideline.
He's shy of that marker. We've got to turn
I was
over
just
on
trying
down.
to fucking
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
pitch it to my guy to
They
get
go
a
play
first down.
fake with Hurts. Goes out of the pocket quick. Making a run. Enters it. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Jahan Campbell
Bro.
makes the play.
No way.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody
That's
who's
wild.
already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority
How I
for this
was able
defense
to
to
catch up
defend,
and fucking.
and they jumped on that opportunity.
He's keeping it. He's going to be a yard shy of the first. If they force him out after the game.
Didn't want.
So it's an
Alright, let me turn this off.